There's something in Mark 2 that you might not get right away. It seems strange to you, unless maybe you've gone through longer periods of physical suffering or illness. We meet a man who was paralyzed, couldn't walk, but he had some good friends, and they took him to a home where Jesus was preaching. The home was packed, so they actually cut a hole in the roof and let down their paralyzed friend on a mat with ropes on it in the hopes that Jesus would see him and heal him. And when Jesus sees this paralyzed man and has such great pity on him, what's the very first thing he says? Your sins are forgiven. That seemed strange to everyone around, but that might not seem strange to you, especially if you've gone through a time of suffering like that. Sometimes when we face those long periods of personal suffering, the worst part isn't the suffering itself, it's wondering, worrying, if that suffering is a proof that God has just stopped caring about you. In Mark 2, you'll see a few examples of how far God's love goes. Go ahead and pause this video now and read Mark 2 out loud. One closing thought tonight. A paralyzed man who must have felt like God had walked away from him, a tax collector who would have been rejected and hated by his own people. The world is full of people who feel like God's love just isn't for them. And Mark records Jesus' great love for them so that when we're going through a time like that and thinking that because of the problems in our life or because of what we've done, God's love is far off, we can know that God's love is still there for us too. As you wrap up this time of devotion, consider saying the Lord's Prayer or Martin Luther's evening prayer. Again, you'll find those prayers pasted on the screen right after this. God bless your time in prayer.